amazing. Good morning and happy Wednesday. For you guys that are just joining for the first time, welcome in. My name is Edwin. I am the founder of Curl Daddy, and today we're going to talk about how to protect your hair if you're working out. If you guys are active, whether you are, hiking, whether you're running, whether you're working out, whether you're going to the gym, whether you are doing anything active, especially if you're going to the gym like myself, it is important to protect your hair, right? And one of the best ways to protect your hair is by using a beanie lined in satin. A lot of people, I've been noticing that a lot of guys are using the big bonnets, and I'm like, well, maybe they just think that that's what's only available. I just don't think it's a cool look to be in the gym with this big bonnet on. But if it works, it works. And so one of the ways that I always talk about to the curly crew is to really just wear a beanie lined in satin or silk, which inspired me to bring also, to just start the Curl Daddy beanie. As you guys can see, I have it on into the collection. But one of the main benefits of a, satin or silk lined beanie, you guys can get the silk. I think, I did some research on satin or silk. Obviously, silk, it's the natural fiber. It might be a bit more expensive if you decide to get a silk lined beanie. The satin does the same thing. It's just going to do the same thing. It has the same feel. If you want to go a little fancier, you can get the silk, but satin does the same thing, right? That's why I decided to keep it satin. For the Curl Daddy one, it's stretch satin. It has a little bit more give, which makes it more comfortable. And it does the same thing. You guys don't have to really, if you guys don't want to, if you want to be fancy, like I said, you can, but you don't have to get the satin one, the silk one, sorry. The satin one does the same thing. But once I started, I'm gonna be honest with you, once I started wrapping it up at night, when I work out, obviously there's people that use alcohol wipes and they use, sweat, depending on where you work out. You can kind of shower really quickly, obviously, after a workout, but your hair, you can't just be washing your hair, your curly hair, all the time. Lalo, how are you? What's going on? Let me know where you guys are from, by the way. Let me know where you guys are connecting from. If you guys have any questions about Teddyman733, how are you? If you guys have any questions about any of the products that I've been talking about, of course, ask away. And if you guys have any questions in general about your hair, scalp, let me know. Thank you so much, Lalo. Canada, wow, how is the weather there? Sunshine Daisy, how are you? But yeah, guys, it is so important to wrap up your hair when you are working out. If you are running, right, keep your hair away from your face. I used to wrap a satin material, but it would always come off. So that's why I'm like, the beanie works. The beanie works. I am originally from the Dominican Republic, Lalo. Pico Machine, how are you today? Love the picture, by the way. If you guys have curly hair, wavy hair, textured hair, coily hair, if you guys have any questions about no, thank you for joining, and thank you guys for joining this morning. Thank you so much for joining this morning. Sunshine JC, thank you so much. Where are you from? Let me know where you guys are connecting from. I just, let me know what state you guys are connecting from, what country you guys are connecting from. Obviously, People come from everywhere. Anytime for male pattern baldness. Anytime for male pattern baldness. I'm 21 years old, experiencing male pattern baldness. From hairline. It's not in my genetics, and I have extremely smooth, silky hair. So to manage, do apply hair products. Lalo, I'm going to be honest with you. I experienced hair loss. I was experiencing some hair loss at some point in my journey, which made me really freak out. And I'm going to be very honest with you. You're going to have to, first of all, start using plant-based products free of harsh chemicals. I think you're in Canada, right? You said you're in Canada? You're in Canada. And I would suggest the Curl Daddy products. We're not in Canada at the moment. We are on Walmart Canada, but you can always check us out on Etsy. I don't know if you're familiar with that platform, Etsy, ETSY.com. That's where we ship internationally. But, I feel like when it comes to hair loss, it's important to use the right products. If you get, what I used to do is I used to get the Revitalize My Scalp oil and massage my scalp every other day with the oil. A little goes a long way. You can't do too much oil because oil tends to expand when you apply it to your hair. So make sure that you massage your scalp with your fingertips, especially in the area where you see that there's more, you can see more spots. Use plant-based products. Incorporate a very good, amazing vitamin C. Eat better, because it's all connected, right? So like sugary drinks, fried food, try to eat cleaner if you can. Try to incorporate more green juices, more teas, more antioxidants, more berries into your diet. That does help with giving your body what it needs to be able to now take it to the next level when it comes to skin, nails, and hair, if that makes sense. I have been applying a gel. I can't tell you whether that gel is causing or not. I don't know what gel. I don't, you know what I mean? Because it depends on the gel. We did create one from Curl Daddy that is the Cold Me Cream Gel, which is plant-based, free of harsh chemicals. I did use gels in the past that tends to have a lot of alcohol. Those gels are not good for your scalp, and it's all about scalp health to be able to now take it to the next level when it comes to your hair, if that makes sense. Colin Brown, how are you? Sunshine, thank you so much. How are you, Collins? Teddy Man, I'm from the UK, all the way from the UK. Welcome in from the UK. Karisha, how are you? From India, how's India? Wow. Germany, thank you so much for joining from Germany. Hi, Mukadi, Collins, Random, Sunshine, Germany, okay. I'll definitely give it a go. I have been using Manasada 5%. I feel like it's thinning my hair out even more. Ooh, listen, I heard about it. 5% is a pretty high doses, which is great, but you just have to be careful what if you notice that if you notice that your hair is thinning out more because it might be not working for you, just stop it. Hair, I do agree with you. Who is this? Hair loss cannot be stopped. You have control over. Listen, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I dealt with hair loss and I reversed it. I knew what to do. I reversed it. I used to have mad hair on my bathtub when I used to and I just noticed a lot of hair was coming out every time I washed my hair. Now I wash my hair and it's not, my hair started growing more. I'm telling you, it is what you eat, what you're putting into your body, right? You have to start eating more of things that are going to help with hair growth, because it's what you're putting out and what you're putting into your body. So who is this? I understand your point of view, but I had a different experience. Um, I think that hair loss deals with over time. You're not putting in your body what you need to put in your body, and you're not taking care of your scalp and your hair. You're just not doing anything. And then you want to do something when it's too late. Like obviously when it's like you're too late in the process. Like now, that's when people want to start doing 100 different things to get their hair back. At that point, it's list. Like as long when you notice it, you can catch it and reverse it. And again, I noticed a lot of people that have completely reversed it by doing the work. You have to do the work. You look Indian. I get that a lot. Yes, I am in the gym. Yes, it can be reversed, it can be minimized. I did it. I did it myself. It's just a matter of you really doing the work, like I said. Thank you guys so much for joining today. For you guys that are interested in checking out if you guys have any questions about your hair, your scalp, make sure you guys drop the questions on the live. But thank you guys so much for your questions and thank you for engaging. I appreciate it. For you guys that want to check out the entire product line, make sure you guys check it out at curldaddy.com. Curldaddy.com is plant-based products free of harsh chemicals, specifically made to promote hair growth and scalp health. I just don't understand why people start putting comments that are not related to anything I'm saying. Thank you guys so much for joining. For you guys that are just joining for the first time, welcome in. For you guys that have been here before, welcome back. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and make sure you guys definitely hit that thumbs up, give me some love, and share the live with someone that you know has curly hair, wavy hair, coily hair, that needs tell us more about the product line. Absolutely, absolutely. If you have any questions, Lalo, make sure you ask away. Thank you so much for engaging. One of the things that I've noticed that inspired me with inspired Curl Daddy was the fact that number one, I did not have any products out there that I can relate to. I couldn't relate to any products out there. There were products that was a little too heavy for my hair. There were products that are a bit too light for my hair. And there were not products that were plant-based, right? Free of harsh chemicals to really target scalp health and hair growth. So I did some research. During that time, I was going through a transformation. I was going through a spiritual transformation and really made me understand that it's important to love your hair, but most importantly, love yourself. And I was going through a journey, which is the journey back to self, the journey back to you, which inspired the whole process and the whole journey. And I started kind of doing some research, and it was all about the brand message, right? It was about the message, like what do you have to do to be able to really elevate to a higher, elevate your spirit, your energy, right? So it was like a process, like clean me up. You have to clean yourself up from things that no longer serve you, right? People, places, and things. Lay down. You have to lay down. Sometimes you have to let go, let down, like surrender, right? So I kind of came with this thing, and I'm like, oh, this is the same thing that you have to do for your hair, but you also have to do for yourself, for your heart, for your energy, right? For the journey back to self. So that's what inspired the brand, right? And I really wanted to make them plant-based, vegan, free of harsh chemicals, to promote hair growth and scalp health because I dealt with a lot of scalp issues. So the Clean Me Up shampoo, which is sold out, we're reformulating our shampoo, which is very exciting because I've been in the lab, and the new shampoo is going to be major. I'm so excited to launch this new shampoo. But it's a Clean Me Up shampoo, right? The Lay Me Down conditioner, which is a 4-in-1 because you can use it as a conditioner, you can use it as a cold wash, as a leave-in, and as a treatment. Then we have the Revive Me Deep treatment, which is a protein treatment, that is kind of like we're reformulating that. And then we go into the Nourish Me Leave-In conditioner, which is a water-based vegan spray to really refresh your hair, but also help you detangle and condition after you wash. It just helps with detangling. You can leave it on. It has aloe vera, sage, and witch hazel, which is amazing ingredients to really target scalp health. And you can actually apply it every day because it's a light product. What differentiates from other competitors? I have tried dozens of products and it's more a marketing gimmick. Nothing worked out for me except my baby shampoo. Oh my God, really? That's cool. What is with the nose ring? I just kind of, listen, the nose ring is just kind of like for fun. I think it's a cool look. For me, I think I just like to, I don't do tattoos and I don't do, so this is kind of like my thing to kind of like play around with a different look. You look passionate like that. I'm also a businessman and I have a huge amount of respect for people who eliminate problems with general public instead of profit. Yeah, Lalo, for me was about creating products that worked and keeping the ingredients as natural as possible, because when you start formulating with natural ingredients, it gets a little bit more difficult because natural ingredients tend to do what they want to do, right? And it's very easy for you to kind of put a chemical in there, or pour a silicone, or put something artificial to make it feel or make it act and perform a certain way. But again, over time of you applying these chemicals, it does have an effect on your scalp, on your hair health, on your skin, on your body, but most importantly, the environment. So, with Curl Daddy, it's all about figuring out how can we incorporate these natural ingredients and really create something that is going to not only help your hair and your scalp, but your skin, your body, because we absorb everything we apply to ourselves, but most importantly, the environment, but also products that do perform, right? Products that do perform. So it's literally like a fresh breath in hair care, if that makes sense. Thank you so much. Have a good day yourself. Have a good day yourself. Thank you, Lalo, for your question. But yeah, to Nourish Me Leave-In, we have a cream gel that is a cream and a gel at the same time. It does give you definition, natural hold, no crunch, very easy to apply. We're coming out with a second gel that's major. So the Hold Me Cream Gel, and then we have the Scalp Scrub and the Revitalize Me Scalp Oil. Those products are limited editions, and it just focuses on scalp health. And the Scalp Scrub is also a body scrub made out of sea salt, seaweed, and lemon to really, again, detoxify the scalp, remove product buildup, and sea salt. I love sea salt because sea salt not only detoxifies and purifies and exfoliates, but it is also really good for energy. Curl Daddy is all about loving your hair, loving yourself, and you know, it's Curl Daddy is about, you know, being your true authentic self, being sexy, being spiritual, right? I think that when you are a spiritual person and you understand that we are energetic beings, and we have to elevate, that makes you super sexy, and that makes you, you know, more authentic, because you get to know who you are and what your purpose is in life, and you're acting on that, and you're welcoming that journey. So that is what Curl Daddy is about, honestly. Really understanding that part of who you are and why we're here, and being your true authentic self. You know, pushing love as the main idea, and really pushing forward, and really embracing that transformation. Lalo, you can order it online on Etsy.com. Etsy, Etsy, because you're in Canada, that would be considered international. So I feel that you would have to go through Etsy. We do have some of their products on Walmart Canada online. But I would rather if you can get them on Etsy. I think it's better when it comes to shipping. Thank you so much, Lalo. I appreciate you. You being a business person, I appreciate you for your comment. All right, guys. So I am going to let you guys go because I need to get going. I wanted to just jump on this live really quickly and just really talk to you guys about the importance of wrapping it up when you are sleeping, working out, on the go, wear a beanie, London satin. For you guys that are interested in checking out any of our products, make sure you guys check us out at curldaddy.com, all right? curldaddy.com. What products do you recommend for me? I have a male pattern baldness, itchy scalp, and sometimes to style up my hair. I feel like you should start with, I think you should start with the Revitalizing Scalp Oil. You can also, the Revitalizing Scalp Oil, you should get the scalp scrub and the Hold Me Cream Gel for styling purposes. Those three I would recommend for you, Lalo. Thank you so much. I appreciate your engagement. And Lalo, make sure that you start eating more watercress. Are you familiar with watercress? More watercress salads. Incorporate more greens into your diet. I'm not sure what you're eating. Vitamin C. Watercress. You can search it online. Watercress. You can get it. It's a green leaf. It's like green leaf. You can make a salad, put a little olive oil, a little sea salt, and just start incorporating that. You could put some cucumbers in there. Yeah, but you can eat that as well. It's gonna help with it helps with hair. You said I'm a carnivore-based diet. I am bulking. Get it? I get it. I've been eating meat for my entire life. I've been trying to get off the meat. So we're on a different journey. Yes, incorporate watercress. Get a really good vitamin C. Vitamin C helps with hair as well. And keep, you know, if you do get the Revitalizing Scalp Oil, massage your scalp with it and stay away from any chemicals, any products with harsh chemicals. Keep them more plant-based, free of harsh chemicals. That's going to definitely help you. But thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you. Obviously, if you have any questions, you can drop the questions on any of the videos. And if I don't personally get back to you, someone from the team will. But thank you guys so much for joining me today. I appreciate it. I have to finish my workout right now. But remember, guys, it's important to love your hair, but most importantly, love yourself, because everything that you apply to yourself is absorbed into your system. Your skin is one of the top largest organs. I think it's the second largest organ that absorbs. It's like a sponge. It absorbs everything into your system, into your body. So plant-based products free of harsh chemicals is the way to go. No, thank you, Lalo, I appreciate you. Have an amazing day, and check that watercress situation, all right? Be safe, take care, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace and love.